Holding on to what I know, to everything I've learned. What is real and fabricated? What is wrong? What is my problem? How can I get out of this world that I created? Fighting storms in my head. Don't know where I have been. I'm alone, no one to turn to. No one understands, shit's too complicated.
Well, hello there. Today we will be recommending 20 Netflix series to entertain your time and hopefully not procrastinate you from schoolwork. So to start off the list, we are going to start with some animated series. Alright guys, so it's Dee here, and the first show on our list is Disenchantment. Disenchantment follows the misadventures of hard-drinking young princess Tia Beanie, her feisty elf companion Elfo, and personal demon Lucy. The oddball trio encounters the likes of ogres, sprites, imps, trolls, and human fools along the way. So basically, I would say it's a comedy and kind of a mystery at a certain point in between seasons. Like each season leaves on a cliffhanger, so you're guessing. So in between season 1 and 2, you have to figure out something, and in between season 2 and 3, you have to figure out something. So it definitely keeps you guessing. There's a lot of twists and turns, a lot of like, oh, are you serious? Like, yeah. Also, this little black thing here is a cat. That's it. It's a cat. If I had to rate Disenchantment on a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate it an 8. I mean, some parts are just like boring and dumb, but not really, cause it's like the characters still give you that comic relief or the humor, so it's not like you're gonna be tapping through it with your small attention span.
Our second show is Erased, which is about Satoru Fujinuma, who travels back in time to save others' lives. When one day he wakes up in the past, 18 years in the past, and he got the chance to save his murdered classmates, and he had to figure out who murdered them. When I first watched this show, I was very confused on what was happening, but over time, I started to understand what the heck was going on. Once I understood what was going on, I started to binge the show, and it has a lot of points where it's suspense building, and then they leave you on a cliffhanger, and then the next thing you know is a mystery all over again. You're wondering what's gonna happen next. Is he gonna die? Is someone else gonna die? Will he find the killer? I really suggest you go watch this. It's one of the best murder mystery animes or mystery animes out there. I really, really suggest you watch this. It's amazing. Next up, we have Adventures of Sinbad. Adventures of Sinbad is about a boy named Sinbad, and in his world, a bunch of dungeons appeared. And as a kid, he wanted to make his country a better place. So he decided he knew that these dungeons would give him lots of power and riches for him to make his country a better place. So he went into the dungeon and he defeated it. After he defeated the dungeon, as a small child, everyone was surprised and confused on how this child was able to do that. After that, he went on to decide he wanted to become a king and make the world a better place. So he goes on to fight more dungeons, build a crew, become a merchant, and all these other things. If you really like Seven Deadly Sins or One Piece, I really suggest you watch this. This is a really good anime. And next up, we got Castlevania. Castlevania is about vampires and monsters and vampire hunters and mages and all this other stuff. But it's a pretty cool anime. So basically, there's a guy, he's a vampire hunter, and he wants to kill Dracula. So he goes on to save a bunch of people's lives, kill a whole bunch of monsters, and the whole point of his mission as a vampire hunter is to kill Dracula. On this journey, he meets a woman who later on becomes his girlfriend, but she's a fire mage, and she's pretty much one of the most awesome characters in the show. But besides that, if you like vampires and vampire hunting, I suggest you watch this. And this has a whole lot of plot twists. So once you reach like the end of one plot, there's like a whole nother story coming after that. I suggest you watch this one.
Up next is Beastars. In a world where beasts of all kinds coexist, a gentle wolf awakens to his own predatory urges as his school deals with a murder within its midst. So currently, Beastars has one season on Netflix, and a second season is supposed to be coming this year. The quickest way to sum up Beastars is that it's a rated R version of Zootopia. They have similar plot lines and similar meanings behind, more so Zootopia than Beastars, because Zootopia is a Disney film, so what do you expect? But once again, Beastars basically follows a wolf whose predatory urges come out. And of course, since his predatory urges come out, he decides to befriend a bunny. So make sure to watch it if you want to see what ends up happening.
So next up, we have Toradora. Toradora's anime I really have mixed emotions about, but let's just jump into it. So Taiga meets Ryuji in the middle of the hallway. Everyone in school is afraid of Taiga, by the way. She's like very scary. I don't know, but whatever. So Taiga meets Ryuji, and then they go on to become like not really friends, but frenemies or whatever. And then Taiga finds out that Ryuji's best friend is the boy that she likes, and Ryuji finds out that Taiga's best friend is the girl that he likes. So then they come up with this great idea that they're gonna help each other get with each other's best friends. So they both can help them, get the girl and boy that they like. So they go on practically almost the whole anime trying to, get the girl that they like. And throughout the whole anime, they're just becoming better and better friends. Oh my, don't ignore that. They're becoming better and better friends. And they, like, as the watcher, you know that they're in love, but they just don't know it. So it's a really awkward scene sometimes where you're like, oh my gosh, they like each other so much, and they just don't know it. And then they tell each other about how each other feel. They tell each other how they feel about each other, and then they still don't end up together. And like they're like ignoring it basically. I don't know how to explain it, but you would have to watch it to see. Just if you feel like romance animes are just really good animes, watch Toradora. Watch it now.
And next we have Food Wars. Food Wars is about a young chef, Shoma, enters the prestigious Totsuki Culinary Academy, where he must emerge victorious in over-the-top cooking battles or face expulsion. So basically, Soma makes a deal with his father, and his father and him is like in this friendly rivalry, basically, where they compete against each other with different meals. So the deal was that Soma would go to culinary school so that he could get better, so that the competitions between him and his father were more competitive. But while Soma is at culinary school, he actually ends up learning a lot that improve his food and making a lot of connections and new friends. This anime is low-key crazy. There's a lot of twists and turns and weird scenes. And you wouldn't know what I'm talking about unless you watch it, so just go watch it.
Next, we have Black Butler. Black Butler is a very special anime. It's a mystery anime, detective anime, but it's really interesting. So basically, there's this child. He gets tortured, and while he's being tortured, after he's been tortured, a demon comes to him, and he makes a deal with the demon. And the deal with the demon is basically that once he found the people who tortured him, the demon has to kill them, and the demon gets the child's soul. So once he gets this demon on his side, he becomes a queen's dog, and his job is to go and solve mysteries and solve crimes and all types of stuff. So the demon helps him with that, and the demon's his butler. Forgot to mention that. And so they go on to this mystery hunt to trying to find the people who tortured him and solve crimes for the queen. If you like mystery animes and reapers and monsters and devils and demons, really go watch this one. Next up, we have Blame. Blame is a very sick anime. It's an anime that's based in the future, and humans used built robots, and these robots help build homes and helped with everything. But one day, humans, I guess, the more time went on, humans started to lose the gene that helped them control the robots, and the robots decided, I'm gonna turn against these people and started killing them off. And the new generation was left to go hide inside of the buildings that these robots built and hide away from the robots. And there are certain safe zones. And so basically, it's about humans surviving the apocalypse, and they're trying to find out a way to get control of the robots again. It's a really sick anime. Go watch it. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's how long it's gonna be on Netflix anymore because it's been on there a very long while. But I really suggest you go watch it. This is one of the best animes, in my opinion.
And last but definitely not least, we have Nagi-asu, a lull in the sea. In a world where humans are divided between the land and the sea, four childhood friends from the ocean must attend middle school on the surface. So in this anime, it follows a group of friends from under the sea, which include Kanami, Chisaki, Monica, and Hikari. And basically, Hikari is the main protagonist, and he's really the one who allows the plot to develop and continue. If you enjoy time travel or romance ships, I think that you should probably watch this anime because it involves both of those. And the ships are very interesting, as well as the way the plot develops. And I feel like there really is an overall meaning to this anime. And I won't spoil it for you, but go watch it. I'm back because I forgot to tell you that this anime has like 10,000 love triangles. Like, it kind of gets infuriating, but still watch it.